Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? Well, today I'm on Old McDonald's farm having Newman's Own coffee here. And egg and cheese on a biscuit. Very good. They really make them good here. And I have them stick in the microwave for a few seconds to melt the cheese. Now, that's my breakfast this morning. So, here I am at Old McDonald's farm having breakfast. Now, we're just starting out our day. We don't know what we're going to be doing today. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Here at McDonald's, you get free refills of senior coffee. I have the low-fat milk over here. So what I'm going to do is get a refill. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Alright. That's what I like about this place. You can get free refills. I want my blend just right here. This is what I do at Dunkin' Donuts also, but you usually don't see me mixing it because it's already done before I start the camera. I get it just right. I don't want to get too light and I don't like it too dark. Just like the old days with Lee Moore, the coffee drinking Nighthawk, used to slip his coffee on WWVA. You old timers will remember that probably. Okay, well I'm going to enjoy my coffee and you go and enjoy the rest of this video. We'll catch you later. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Well, there's no projects going on, but I want to show you what I did a little bit on the shed here. It's going to be raining this afternoon and so forth, but although it's mild, I don't have the cash right now to go out and buy the plywood to do the roof of the shed, but I want to show you what I have done so far and how the roof is going to mate into the other building. I'll go take you over to the shed now and I'll show you. Like I say, this is not going to be any project video today. This is just kind of like an update as to how things are going over here. So come on with me and we'll take a look. You may not be able to see too much from here. You're probably wondering what that black is up in here. Well, that's just paint I had. I wanted to paint the plywood gussets so when it gets rained on it won't delaminate the plywood. And black paint is all I had. So this is just to keep the plywood from coming apart here until I can get the roof on. Well, if you take a look over here, you can see how I cut them, and I put roofing cement underneath each leg and blended them in. A little better view here. So this is how she's going to be. These stones are up here just to hold down some tar paper that I put on here. And this plywood here, when I kneel on it, is very soft, this crappy OSB, so a lot of water's gotten underneath here. Now, as I had said in an earlier video, I was going to take and pull this all up and put new plywood in. But I'm going to just leave this here, pull it up later, get down to the rotten OSB and see how bad it is under there. And I'm just going to blend the roof in over at the joint down there, and it's going to be like a valley, so I'm going to have to get some flashing. If I can get some wide flashing, or I'll use 30-pound felt and tar the hell out of it to blend into the other roof there. When I get this all closed in, then I'll knock this out. You know, flush it out to here. Now the distance between the peak here all the way down to the end is exactly 6 foot. So a 4x8 sheet of plywood will go down 48 inches here, and then we got another 24 inches to go down to that end. If I can find some pressure treated 1/2-inch plywood for the lower end so she don't soak up any water, I'll put that down there, because if I use regular plywood, even if it's covered with tar paper, water gets up underneath it, it's going to rot out the plywood. As I mentioned in the video as I was building this is 40 inches from the very end here to the peak. So I'll have Home Depot cut off. They don't charge for one cut. 8 foot long and 8 inches off the width of a 4x8 sheet for this side. This side I'll leave it as a full 4 foot wide sheet, obviously. Another thing here, I wrapped my head a couple times coming out of this thing on here, even though I said I was building a door 48 inches and I'd sit down, but coming in and out and working, I banged my head on this one too many times. So what I think I'm going to do, and I hate to do it, so I'm going to cut down here, put a sister another 2x4 here right down to the floor, and then I'm going to cut back over here. I'm going to make the door about 36 inches instead of 48 wide, and I'm going to just make it the full height. This is a little over 6 foot here, and that would mean I'll have to get 3/4 inch plywood, larger piece, to make the door. It's not what I want to do, because trying to keep the cost down, it adds up when you're building something like this. But if I'm going to keep banging my head, I'm going to have to do that. But I'll see. It's not 100% etched in stone yet. So that's about it. This is just an update on the project, and well, that's about all I can say right at the moment. Yeah, that breakfast I had this morning at McDonald's was pretty good. I usually get the egg and cheese biscuit. They're really good. The cheese is a little salty. You know, that's the problem when you eat out. You are stuck with lots of salt. I don't know why they gotta cook things and make things so salty. But today for lunch, I just had an Italian grinder at Papa Gino's. So here I am out here just giving you an update on this project. So there'll be more. I don't know when we're going to continue on this here, weather permitting, of course, and I gotta wait until I can get some more of this stuff here. You know, you can't just have a few of these. You gotta have some of the bigger stuff, you know. A few of these here $1 bills ain't gonna get you much. So when I can get some more of this stuff here, I'll continue on this project. I'm very fortunate that the weather for this winter has been very good. But I understand we may be getting snow in the next few days. So I may be using my new snowblower, in which case there'll be a video on that, I'm sure. My son Tommy would have the camera out and videotaping it, I'm sure. So right now, thank you for watching. You have a good day, and there'll be more coming. So don't go too far. Thank you.